What is this, episode 13?
Episode 11.
Episode 11.
We've still got 2 more.
20.
2 more episodes before the
unlucky one.
Creepy episode.
We should do creepy episodes.
Episode 13, dude.
Yeah, we should do that.
We should skip episode 13 and go straight to episode 14.
But we ain't superstitious.
I'm not superstitious, but they do it in hotels.
Yeah, but
There's no 13th floor in a hotel. They
Some
skipped it.
hotels are.
And those are the ones that are haunted.
Most of them don't have one, and that's the funny thing, because you go, just because you've changed the name of it to 14 does not make it.
Everybody knows what floor they're really on.
Yeah. It's like, you're on 1401. No, I'm not.
but it's 14. Yeah, it's.
Well, if hotels were smart, they would have a 13th floor, but they would use it all for storage. That's where you send the cleaning crews. That's like halfway between.
The cleaning crew sleeps.
Well, no,
That's the lodging for the cleaning crew.
You don't want the cleaning crew sleeping in your place.
Why not?
Because they're filthy.
What do you base this off of?
Have you seen people that clean hotels? They're filthy. I'm just kidding, people.
That's counterproductive.
Dirtiest people out there. It's a joke.
Just a bunch of Schroeders walking. Not Schroeder. The pig pen. Just a bunch of pig pens walking around.
Where did you get Schroeder?
From the Peanuts. It's Pigpen. Then for some reason I went to Schroeder. He was the clean kid that played the piano.
Oh.
Pigpen was the dirty one that had animated dirt around him.
Yeah. I remember Peppermint Patty and Pigpen and what was the other one? Charlie Brown. Lucy.
Snoopy.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about him.
Woodstock.
Yeah. Fucking hippie.
Yeah, he was so stoned he couldn't understand what he was saying. It just came up in like hash marks. Just, you know.
So I watched 300, Rise of the Empire.
Oh, the new one. Is it?
It is not better than the first one. Anybody that says that is a complete moron.
Okay.
Okay, and the reason
I trust your judgment.
Okay, the reason I say that,
I have a feeling Tyson's going to be proven to be a moron because he likes to be anti.
Well, no,
anti-views.
and I'll tell you why. And the first one, there was a lot of it's us against. You know, you had 300 soldiers against the entire Persian army.
Right.
So it's all kind of just fuck you. You know, just the middle finger. It's like the mouse in the field with the eagle coming down, and the mouse is just flipping him off like, go fuck yourself. You know, I don't care. It's that.
Do it.
It's that.
It's the defiance.
Yeah, it's that spitting in the face of a greater thing, and that entire movie was all about that.
Right.
It was just chock full of that. The sequel is not. The sequel took all the blood and gore and slow-mo action scenes from the first one and stuff like that. They did a good job replicating that and redoing that kind of thing. And it was visually cool, very bloody, but it was lacking that essence. The first one.
So you're saying it had all the effects and action, but none of the plot.
Well, it had a decent plot. It just wasn't It didn't have the moxie the first one had. Like I said, the first one was all fuck your couch, and this one was just kind of like, we're gonna kill each other. Period.
Okay.
So it was still good. I mean, don't get me wrong, but it's not as good as the first one.
I don't know. It just seems like when you describe something like that, it just seems kind of like a shitty movie.
Well, I wasn't trying to say it was a shitty movie. I was just saying that it wasn't as good as the first one.
If I watch it now, I'm probably going to think it's a shitty movie.
Well, no, if I make it sound bad enough, you'll watch it thinking it's going to be horrible, and then you'll be pleasantly surprised. You'll go, that was not that bad.
Jason probably wouldn't like Captain America, the new one.
You don't think so?
Nah.
I enjoyed the first one.
Yeah, but honestly, the movie was good in its own right, but to me, Captain America is the most boring Avenger.
Yeah, I can see that.
And so I've never really been big on Captain America. And while I enjoyed the movie and some of the scenes in the movie, compared to how I feel about the other movies like Thor, I fucking love Thor.
Right.
But Captain America to me was it was all right.
Captain America is to Marvel as Superman is to DC. They're both the super good characters. You know, like the extreme good side of the moral compass.
The goody two-shoes piece of shit that everybody hates.
Which is why everybody likes people like Wolverine and Batman, the kind of anti-hero that does what has to... Well, he's not even Batman,
And
really.
Vegeta.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
But is that a Dragon Ball Z character?
Yeah, that's Dragon Ball.
Fuck you, yes it is. And Goku was like the Superman / Captain America.
Yeah, except he looked like a queer. Anybody with that much hair just sticking straight up off his head, I mean...
He's like a Guido who uses too much product.
Wow. But yeah,
Ridiculous.
the new Captain America movie was a fun ride. I enjoyed it. It was definitely some moments of suspense that made you sit on the edge of your seat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some cool moments. Some really like awesome fight scenes.
I'll have to check.
I definitely agree. It's worth a watch.
Definitely. They tried their best to make the boring character,
Well, I don't
fun
think-
to watch.
Captain America to me is... I don't know. I don't necessarily find him the most boring character.
I do.
But he is kind of two-dimensional.
Yeah.
But then again, so is the Hulk. The Hulk's like, what is his deal? He gets mad and breaks shit.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah, but that's interesting.
Well, sort of.
Being a goody two-shoes from the past who is frozen for 50 years. It's alright.
Everyone I love is dead. They're all dead.
Sounds like a Cure song.
That's a type of negative song.
Yeah, it is.
Everyone I
Yeah.
love is dead.
So,
It does kind of sound like a Cure song. The Cure, man. The Cure. But no,
Although... Oh, sorry.
no,
what?
go ahead. I was just going to recommend the movie.
The one redeeming quality that I believe Captain America has is his leadership skills. Because all of the other Avengers are headstrong, really powerful sort of characters.
Some are kind of selfish.
And yeah, oh, absolutely. And Captain America
well, see, that's the
has
cool
always
thing.
been the one that kind of held them
Yeah.
all together. He's
Well,
the glue.
He's badass enough that he can go around and just kind of slap him around a little bit. And
Yeah.
go, hey, let's get this going, guys.
Yeah.
Quit acting like a jackass.
That
Come
fucking
on.
Shield dude.
Well, I mean, even against the Hulk, I mean, he can hold his own, bouncing around like a something. Ragdoll, living in a movie.
It sounds like the 60s radio version. This is like
That whole song is like that. I mean, you could do that whole song in that kind of 1920s.
Did they have the radio in the 1920s?
Yes, they did.
I'm just asking. God.
That was their television.
And they sat around and listened to stuff.
Like, okay,
Yeah,
whatever.
they had radios, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Green Hornet.
Did they have radios?
Bruce Lee is the best Kato.
Did he play Cater?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
He was the original.
Bruce Lee
Kato.
was the original Kato.
Did they have a Green Hornet TV show or something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I never watched it.
It's old school. Like it was.
He
all
put
black
the
and
Green
white.
Hornet to shame.
Yeah. Well, Kato was supposed to put the Green Hornet. to
Yeah.
shame. The Green Hornet was supposed to be kind of like a
Like Goofy.
Like a Seth Rogen kind of character.
no.
Oh wait.
There's you know what a Seth Rogen kind of character
God,
is.
that movie sucks so bad.
You guys remember 40-year-old version?
Captain America. I think they should in the next Avengers movie, Seth Rogen should play Captain America, and they just don't acknowledge that he's a different person.
No, actually, since they've already destroyed the Ghost Rider franchise, as far as I'm concerned,
Not just get
Oh
Seth
god,
Rogen
they need to
could be-
reboot it.
he should be Ghost Rider's sidekick. He should come in as Dan Ketch.
Oh god.
Vengeance will be mine.
Let me smoke this bowl first.
Hey, Ghosty, I need a light. God, that's weird. That
The only way
What
to
is-
make that any worse is if you got like Tom Cruise to play Dan Ketch. I mean,
fuck. I don't know. I think he might be better than Nicolas Cage, even though I hate Tom Cruise.
no.
As long as he's got a burning skull. That's fuck, dude. But
Well, see, I grew up with the Dan Ketch version,
yeah,
and that's the one I associate with. So when they keep bringing Johnny Storm in, it just pisses me off.
It's Johnny Blaze.
Whatever.
It's Johnny Blaze. And Johnny Blaze is the original, and he's the best.
He's a douche.
No,
He's a
Nick
douche.
Cage is a douche.
A douche.
Johnny Blaze is a fucking badass.
Dark City, by the way. Remember we talked about that not too long ago.
Yeah.
Dark City. I looked it up. It was directed by the same guy that directed The Crow.
that makes sense.
And the only reason I bring this up now is because he was also the same guy that directed Knowing, starring Nicolas Cage, which was really good up until the last 10 minutes.
Oh,
Did you know that the Crow was Kato's son?
Yes, I did. And I know he died during making that movie.
Really?
yeah, he got
Yeah,
shot
he
with
got
a
shot.
slug, like an overpacked slug.
Yeah, the paper killed him.
It was actually murder. It wasn't an
It
accident.
was an Illuminati plot. The Lees were getting too powerful.
Yeah.
They were all afraid of their fighting skills. So
Oh, thank you, Miss Ali.
oh, did you see that beer commercial he's in? Bruce Lee? I think it's like a Jack Daniels commercial or something.
The one where they CGI'd him in.
Yeah, they CGI'd him.
I haven't seen it, but I've heard about it.
Yeah. Silly,
I don't
isn't it?
like those. I don't like where they do that with a damn vacuum cleaner commercial where they brought back an actor that they just kind of CGI'd into the whole thing. I don't like the idea that they're doing that. It just pisses me off.
They should have Bruce Lee and Michael Jackson together
Oh my
in a
gosh, doing a
commercial.
Pepsi commercial.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. He could like be kicking it around, and then Michael Jackson just be dancing.
Actually, he could be doing like spin kicks toward Michael as Michael's moonwalking away.
That would be cool.
But anyway, no. But see, the problem I have with that kind of shit is that's like, in my opinion, the same thing as them coming out with another Tupac album with 20 brand new songs.
They just came out with another
That he
Bob Marley
already
album
wrote
too.
and recorded.
Yeah, that nobody's
That was
ever
Jimmy.
heard for the
Yeah,
last
but
10 years,
it
15
happened.
years,
Yeah.
whatever.
Archive stuff.
Still,
They did that with Jimi Hendrix a few months ago. He had a new album come out.
it's like, the man's gone. Leave it be.
Yeah.
You know?
But why would you let him leave? Whenever you could just make more money off of him.
Because you,
Said every Disney second movie ever.
speaking of second movies, Rio 2 is coming out. I'm sorry.
I haven't even
come
watched
on.
the first one.
It's not worth watching.
Come
I
on.
didn't think it was. That's why I didn't watch it.
Lion King 2, Toy Story 2. Was Shrek a Disney movie?
No.
No, just DreamWorks.
Well, no.
Well, Shrek
Rio's
2. Fuck it, Shrek 2.
Rio is DreamWorks. Disney movies, their sequels usually are a little, with the exception of Toy Story. I like Toy Story 2 and 3.
Yeah, I did too. Fuck 3 though.
But
I liked the second one.
but stuff like Aladdin 2,
No,
Or-
God.
Return of Jafar.
The stuff that went straight to DVD.
right?
yeah.
Lion King
The
2,
King
Or
of Thieves.
VHS, I should say.
Yeah,
or any of those. That
Even
was
Cinderella had 2 and 3. Did you know
crap.
that?
Yeah, and those were
Yeah.
crap.
Yeah.
But but when you get to like DreamWorks has some horrible animated movies. Horrible. Ice Age, all 3 of those sucked.
4.
All 4 of those suck. I stand
I think
corrected.
there's 4 of them.
All 4 of those suck. Madagascar.
In my opinion, Ice Age is just a shittier version of Land Before Time.
Ice Age 4
Well-
sucked because Drake was in it. That
Oh,
was
God.
that was the problem.
Oh no, it just sucked in general.
I'm kidding. But that was one of the problems.
Madagascar, the third Madagascar.
I didn't watch it because.
Oh
it just,
wow, you've
it,
saved yourself. Man.
It didn't
It's-
like I accidentally stumbled upon the second one.
No,
And that one was bad.
No,
They're
the first
making-
2 were horrible. The third one is nothing but a music video for Katy Perry.
Really?
They play You're a Firework like 9 times in that song.
Oh, that song
And it's like, are you
sucks
kidding
so
me? It's like every
much.
time you turn around, you can't. If you watch it afterwards, you're going, you're like, what is wrong with me? Holy shit! I've just turned gay. This is fucking horrible. You go in the bathroom and
That
you
guy's
get
ass
some.
looks pretty nice.
You go in the bathroom and you pull lava soap out. You get some actual lava soap, and you get a Brillo pad. And you just
Just get-
scrub your nuts till
just-
they bleed.
just sand.
You just want you just want
Ugh.
your nuts to bleed so you know they're still there.
Fuck.
You want to feel them for the next 3 days as they burn.
That's terrible.
That's how you feel after you watch Madagascar. Is you want to fucking hurt yourself. So anyway,
self-mutilation in the name of DreamWorks.
and then of course they did Rio, and now they're doing a sequel to that, which is gonna blow.
On the subject
You know, here's the thing. I'm gonna guess with the second one. In the first one, did he meet a girl,
Of course. And he learned to fly.
And the second one, I bet they're going to have babies.
Either that, or
That's a prevailing theme.
Yes.
or there's going to be a bad boy bird show up and start stealing her emotions away, and he's got to one up
relationship.
and he's got to go above and beyond. They have a fight, and she leaves, and he's got to fight. Wait, I'm sorry.
That bird's going to be a combination of black and red.
I'm sorry. I just listed off the story to Friends I watched this morning.
Friends?
An episode of Friends. Anyway.
I thought you said you weren't gay.
No, see,
you know
Friends started it. And then I said it wasn't too bad after that.
No, when that's Friends was that
So when
was
are you going to start watching
big,
Gilmore Girls?
No.
Or Dawson's Creek?
What's wrong with Gilmore
Dawson's
Girls?
Creek.
Don't start with me.
Dawson's Creek. Why? What is with you? Earlier, I don't want your life. Now Dawson's Creek. What's up, James Van Der Beek? You gonna watch his new show, which is loosely based on Friends?
I don't want to wait.
Because he's got a new show coming out where it's
Really?
six 30-somethings that are all friends, and they come and hang out and talk about relationships and shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Instead of have a coffee shop, it's a hookah bar.
No, I think it's a
You gotta-
living room. I think it's they all meet up in some dude's living room.
Some dudes, is he part of the
Yeah, he's
group,
part
or
of
is
the
he
crew,
Just
yeah.
like some random
See, here's
dudes
the
just-
thing.
They break into an apartment,
They-
chill into his living room until he comes home from work.
Nobody comes up with anything new, and they keep
Yeah.
regurgitating the same shit.
Wait till the
I'm
Simpsons
afraid.
gets off air.
I'm afraid because on the subject of sequels, I really loved the first movie, How to Train a Dragon. I loved that movie.
Yeah.
And now they're having the second one come out, and I'm like, shit. I hope it's not one of those.
Have you watched the cartoon?
There's a cartoon.
Yeah, there's a cartoon.
Trainers of Burke.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
It's not bad.
Riders of Burke.
Riders of Burke, yeah.
Riders of
It's
Burke.
decent.
Yeah, it's pretty decent.
Okay.
Well, see, if you go to the 30-minute Disney animated stuff, it's not bad.
Unless you're talking
When I was a
about The
kid.
Little Mermaid. Because that show sucked.
Hey,
Hey,
watched
I
it.
fucking loved that show. You
I
shut
know.
your mouth.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm sorry.
I mean, I watched that. I watched
recant my statement.
I watched DuckTales. I watched Darkwing Duck. I watched
Now,
Tailspin.
DuckTales.
Okay,
It's
no,
the-
I can
I
agree with you on
watched,
that. I've watched a lot of the Disney television
Tailspin
series.
was fun. I liked
Tailspin,
that one.
Gummy Bears.
Gummy Bears.
Yeah, Gummy Bears bouncing here and there and everywhere.
Yeah, I never watched that.
Yeah, that was a little old. before
Jason,
your
were
time.
you 20 years old when you were watching that shit?
And
I
stoned
still
off his
watch it.
ass.
Oh god.
I'll still watch it. I think I still have some Gummy Bears downloaded.
Damn.
That's what's up, man.
Alright.
I don't care.
Whatever, man. You gotta do what
As long as you don't start watching My Little Pony.
No.
We'll have to,
No.
we'll have to beat your ass.
No, well, when I was a kid, I remembered enjoying like the Care Bears movie 2, the sequel or whatever. So
Oh
I
my
watched
God.
it not that long ago, and I went, "Oh my God, this sucks." It's when they were fighting Darkheart.
When you say it like that, it sounds badass.
I thought the name was cool.
Darkheart. Boy, I'm here to make everything leather and denim.
You're gonna ride a Harley with spikes on it.
Oh no, he's gonna make us wear clothes.
Not you, ladies.
He chains up all the Care Bears like this big throne, like a Game of Thrones looking throne.
Oh god.
There's a few of them look like Leia from Star Wars.
That's
The
what's
best
up.
Care Bear movie ever.
That's what's up. I'm gonna start animating that right now. We need to sketch up some designs.
So
Care Bears.
Darkheart is a leather-wearing furry Jabba.
No,
But he's not
no.
fat,
Darkheart
he's
was
just
not
a badass.
Darkheart was just an evil spirit that possessed this child. I think.
What? That does sound badass. How was that not
they had
badass?
because the Care Bear share is what had to get him out of it. And that's when they brought in.
Share 'em with
That's when they
light
brought
from our
in. That's when they brought in
tummies.
Care Bears that weren't bears. You had like little.
Oh, like the rabbit one?
Yeah, and
I know
then
that was a big one.
he had Lionheart, which was a little lion. He was like, I've got a really big head. But so
I'm
yeah.
scared.
What?
What's going? I was going Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, it's like, wow. But, yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of things, like I was talking to him the other day about, I was talking to Jacob the other day about old movies that you watched when you were a kid. I think did we talk about that yesterday?
Yeah.
We were talking about, yeah, we talked about that.
I've already forgotten.
We talked about this in the last podcast, too.
The, Never-Ending Story.
The Never-Ending Story.
How the editing, like you get back and watch it now, and you can see how bad the editing is.
Oh yes.
And
I said I'm afraid to go back and watch Space Jam for that reason.
Space Jam sucks. But you still want to bang
Speaking
You still want to bang Lola Bunny.
Who?
Lola Bunny.
Speaking
Remember
of
the yellow
furries.
Or
she can have
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Jessica Rabbit?
She wasn't a rabbit.
Or was she? She could hump like one.
She learned from
stupid.
the best.
What am I talking about? I'm not down
You're
with
talking about fucking cartoons.
I had a friend that did that a lot. Like, he was like, man, if I was a cartoon, I'd bang that chick. I'm like, seriously? Seriously, dude? Stop watching anime, for starters. Just stop.
That's a little different. That's stupid.
I mean, he's sitting there.
I like anime, but if the words "man, I'd fuck her if she was real," or "I would fuck her if I was a cartoon" come out of your mouth, then you probably shouldn't.
Yeah, if you're watching Street
No.
Fighter, Super Street Fighter 2, the animated one.
Oh, the one where
And you've got
she was naked.
You got Chun-Li naked in the shower, and he was
Yeah.
just like, oh. And then he runs off to the bathroom, and you're like, what are you doing? You fucking weirdo.
That really happened.
Yeah. You're a fucking weirdo.
He's like coming out, he's all sweating. Can I borrow your VHS copy so I can, like pause it and stuff?
I was like, wow. Granted, that's an anime that I have. I have that movie. Yeah. So I got a giant Juggernaut. You guys saw me get that. Thing's awesome. Marvel Select toys.
Toys.
Yes.
Love toys. Thank you,
Action
Marvel Select.
figures.
Yeah, Marvel Select action figures. Those are nice, actually. Big.
Except for they'll never be in action because they'll forever be packaged.
Yeah, well, okay, so
It's
what?
the only way to.
So they're just toys.
They're just kind of visual aids. That's what they are.
Visual aids for what?
So I can pretend. I can go, all right, Juggernaut's gonna come over here and punch this dude in the head.
And then you smack
And then
the
play.
boxes together.
It doesn't matter that he has no pants.
I just
during
take
his
the box. I'm
altercation,
like,
but-
I take the box. I'm like, just wiggling the box back and forth like
Slamming
it's
the box
walking. What was that movie? Toy Soldiers or Small Soldiers?
Yes, Small Soldiers.
That movie
There
rules.
was slamming that big room.
God, I forgot about that movie.
It's a fun little
I actually
movie.
just rewatched that the other day.
I love
It was
that
a good
movie.
It's on Netflix.
They had
Tommy Lee
that,
Jones.
that Queen song in that movie. Another One Bites the Dust?
Yeah.
Or whatever the fuck that song's
Yeah, well,
called.
that Queen song's been in like at least 27 movies that I can think
Well,
of.
the reason I say that is because that's the movie that introduced that song to me.
Oh,
Really?
my God.
Yeah.
Can you name any of those 27 movies?
I can make shit up, or I can look it up, but I'm not gonna do either. Everybody out there has thought of a movie that song was in, that's listening to this, and it's all different. I guarantee you.
Queen did the theme song to Highlander.
They
Yeah.
did the entire soundtrack to Highlander.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
And Flash Gordon.
Yep. Queen did a lot of soundtracks. They were down with the soundtracks.
I forgot about that movie.
Yeah.
Flash Gordon.
Let's see every one of us. Yeah. Such a badass song. Like, people can give Freddie Mercury shit all day long, but
They actually, you can't really give him shit now. He's dead.
that doesn't mean you can't give him shit.
Yeah, you can. It does.
Whatever.
Well, don't whatever me.
Anyways, for the sake of argumentation.
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 Yes.
You're making up words today?
Yes, I have to make up words. to keep up with you.
Argumentationary.
So yeah, it's been a big, busy week in science. Is everybody aware that the Holy Grail was discovered?
Holy Grail of what?
Oh, the
Holy Grail.
Really?
The one Jesus drank from.
It was supposed to be
Allegedly.
in Spain or whatever.
Yeah.
And let me guess, it didn't cure anybody, and they decided that Jesus actually wasn't the Son
What
of
was it
God.
made of? What does it look like? Do they have a picture?
I have pictures of it.
Is it made of wood? 'Cause
Probably.
Jesus was a
It's not
carpenter.
made of wood.
Jesus was a carpenter.
That would
makes
actually
sense
make sense.
It
Have
would be
a
made
wood,
of
a
wood,
wood
That's
goblet.
not true.
Is it gold?
Surely it's not.
Is it like a
Of course
chalice?
it's gold.
Then it's bullshit.
Yeah, that's bullshit. They wouldn't have had that much gold.
I think they're lying.
Hold on.
You know,
Fucking Judas. All right, listen.
Don't tell us to
Listen.
hold on.
Here's a lesson in logic, real quick.
Yeah, that's bullshit. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
that's complete bullshit. This,
And I'll tell you why.
This is a crazy.
I'll tell you why this is bullshit.
That
And
looks too rich to be like.
yeah, no, Jesus was a poor dude. He's
Yeah.
not gonna drink from a cup like that.
How many pieces of silver did Judas betray Jesus for? Yeah, it doesn't matter because he could have just stolen the fucking goblet made of gold. Why would he have to bother betraying for silver?
My point is that's hor. That they're trying to get.
Look how ornate
publicity.
it is, though.
That's
You see,
Vatican bullshit.
That looks like a jade.
They're just trying to get people out there to come look at it and
That's-
boost their sales. It's a media bullshit.
Who found it?
They're hoping
I'll tell you a little bit.
they're hoping
Back
that
up.
people nowadays aren't dumb enough to not think for themselves, which they are for the most part.
There are people always.
Or I should say, where was it produced at?
That's bullshit. There's
would never-
I'm
they
sorry.
would
What
never tell you
factory?
that.
What
No.
factory was
But
it
I mean,
made
like,
in?
look at some of the ornate stuff. There's even like Latin down here.
Is Latin?
I'm pretty sure that's Latin.
Because that wasn't around in his time. Or was it? Was Latin around?
I think so, but they weren't Latin speaking from where they were.
The Romans didn't. What did no? They spoke Greek, Hebrew, and
If anybody ever watched Passion,
they didn't
Roman,
speak
all-
fucking
they
Latin.
all spoke
No, the
Hebrew.
Greeks. The Romans spoke Greek. Pretty sure.
Well,
Wasn't it Greek. that
well,
they spoke?
maybe. No, because that's in they spoke Latin. The Romans spoke Latin, which is why Italy speaks Italian, which is based off of Latin.
I thought that was a later thing.
Let's see.
I would think.
Fuck it.
Whatever.
Nobody gives a shit anyways.
We're idiots. Whatever.
Leon University medieval history lecturer Margarita Torres and art historian Jose Manuel Ortega del Rio make the claim that they found the Holy Grail.
They're
And
fucking liars.
Here's the thing, though. In their book, they wrote a book, which means they're making money off of that.
Of course they are.
The book is called Kings of the Grail, and if there are any listeners that published or like download this or buy it or read it, then unsubscribe because we don't want your shit.
We hate you.
We hate you with a vengeance.
With the passion of the Christ. Two.
It's
crucified.
I can't wait to see the Noah movie.
Oh god.
From what I understand, they say that it's not supposed to be like I've heard that it doesn't follow like the story. Or you guys told me
You
that.
heard that from us yesterday.
Yeah. So no, but I'm letting the listeners hear.
repackaged news you already heard.
I'm saying it for the listeners. Okay. So anyway, but they keep saying it's one of the greatest biblical films now to date. They
said that?
They're advertising it as one of the greatest biblical films.
It's even in one of the trailers.
Really?
One of the greatest biblical film or biblical stories to ever be on the big film. That's, on the big screen. That's what it says.
Yes, and it's pushing that it's biblical. That it's
awesome.
of the Bible. This is
Because it's totally not. That's
so.
awesome.
Russell Crowe's the best Noah
A biblical movie that pushes evolution. That's
He's the best Noah out of all the people that have played Noah. How many people have played Noah?
no way. That was
lot.
Moses.
I don't,
I was about to say Charlton Heston.
I don't.
They should have just made Noah and Moses the same person for the movie.
I don't know.
Moses.
I don't
He
know.
saved the Jews from Egypt, and then he built a giant boat, and they all drowned.
And then
I can't hold the waters back forever.
Yeah, he freed them from slavery and made them build the boat while he held the waters.
and then he got on the boat and let him drown. Holy shit! We need to make a movie.
Well, hell,
We'll be hated.
It's working for this guy.
It'll be
Gets on the
called.
boat and he's on the boat. He's like, "Fucking
It'll be called Noses.
The last word spoken.
Yes.
There'll be fucking Jews. The door closes and it goes black.
Just get
in the
Mel.
credits.
Just get Mel Gibson to do it. Mel Gibson could play that. That would be awesome.
Yeah, that would be perfect.
Because everybody would think,
because he's
"Oh,
not in
wow."
the good graces of the
Exactly. So
society
they would think.
as well.
Well, he's trying really hard to get back in our good graces. And at the end, it was just like, "Fuck it, Jews."
and he made Passion of the Christ, and so he has that under his belt.
Exactly.
The hell did Mad Max just say?
He's gone mad again.
Yeah, when the waters recede, the road warriors come.
That's the perfect prequel to Mad Max.
Oh
Matt
god,
Noah.
we're all fucked.
That's
It's
awesome.
more fun this way.
That's awesome.
Okay. All right. So back. What were we talking
It's probably
about?
a good thing we're not directors.
No, fuck you. We're all
would
gonna
be
be the
awesome
best
directors.
directors. We're gonna be the best directors ever.
So they found this goblet.
Let's see.
They found the goblet of fire in Hogwarts.
It might as well fucking be. Let's see. If you want to go see it, it's in northern Spain, in Leon, and a Basilica of San Isidoro or whatever.
See, why is it there? Jesus never went to Spain. He hates Spaniards.
What was that in Corinthians?
I think so.
Let's see. In 2011, 2 medieval Egyptian parchments were discovered that mentioned the chalice of Christ, saying it was taken from Jerusalem to Cairo. From there, records showed that an emir in Muslim Spain received it as a reward for helping the Egyptians during a famine. It finally had arrived in Christendom in the 11th century after being presented to King Fernando as a gift.
Bullshit. See, here's why Jesus hated Spaniards. Okay, you ready for this? This is roundabout. You ready?
Alright, bullet points. 1.
Okay. In the movie Gladiator, Russell Crowe played the Spaniard. He's now playing Noah, which is just bastardizing a story in the Bible that was written by Jesus' peeps. He's not happy. Done. And since he is God, technically, according to Christians, he is forever. So anything that happens now, he might as well happen then because he's all powerful. And time makes no difference to him, right?
Yeah.
So, there. It was short. I know you were expecting like point, but I don't have the
There's
energy
only
for all
one
that.
point that needs to be made.
Yeah, it's the point of my dick. I mean,
Ouch. Are you like a dog?
sorry.
Once you get in there, you
My
get hooked. You
My
can't be
pink, my
separated.
pink thing's coming out.
Look at my hand is turning blue.
Why?
Oh, I thought you were checking your pulse. I was
No.
like, are you having a heart attack? Did that make chicken kill you?
Oh no, I'm just I'm just cutting off the circulation of my hand.
One
That's totally healthy.
McChicken too many.
One chicken to collapse the arteries.
Can you put some more mayonnaise on my mayonnaise? Ugh. Oh god.
That's gross. But yeah,
How much mayonnaise? Give me some mayonnaise to wash this mayonnaise down.
Hold the chicken and the bread.
a large diet mayonnaise. I'm trying to wash my figure.
Go light on the ice.
Don't like it too watery.
Ew.
Also, the zebra stripe mystery has been solved.
Oh.
Okay, explain what the mystery is.
Why they have stripes?
Because it's in their genetics, and nobody gives a shit. Is it the same reason that tigers have stripes?
I don't know. Why do tigers have stripes?
Probably because of the same reason that zebras have stripes.
Camouflage. Let's see. Researchers gathered stripe pattern data on a variety of equids and discovered that the animals were a lot more likely to have stripes if they lived somewhere plagued by biting flies, like in the plains of Africa.
So why don't the buffaloes and antelopes have stripes?
Actually, some of them do. If you look close enough, there's striations in their fur pattern that make it look. It's very light, but a lot of them do have
Striped.
some kind of stripes.
Striped.
What about the lions?
What
Explain
about-
the lions.
What about striper? Lions.
What about the lions?
Lions are just badass. Lions like fuck you.
Let's see.
They got manes.
They got mange.
Here's something that
The main mange.
Now, would you say you were amazed by that?
No.
Results?
By what?
By the results of this?
What were the results?
What is the point of the results? Do they not give a
They
reason?
have stripes because flies don't like to land on striped surfaces.
They have stripes because flies don't like to land on striped surfaces.
Maybe it throws
or
them
is
off,
there
like it doesn't, like they don't know how to land on it because they see it.
Like, are they on LSD or something?
No, like they see the stripe and they go,
it's like, whoa.
Listen, the only thing that you can get from
their
that
depth perception or something.
the only thing that you can get from that research is some sort of a correlation. You can't say because they have.
Yeah, it says that the most of the animals with stripes are in like areas with biting flies.
So it's not saying because of the flies.
So what does that mean to people that float down the Itchtuckney?
It means jack shit.
Because horseflies are a bitch.
That's why you get suntan lotion and only put it on stripes
Jason,
in your body.
I'm sure that if we lived in that area, we would have stripes.
We live in that area. What are you talking
makes
about?
sense.
This is the Itchtuckney area. What the hell are you talking about?
Science is God. We have stripes. That's all you need to know. Wait, the lead researcher.
Oh, stretch marks. Ah.
Oh shit.
There's my stripes, bitches.
Yeah.
What's the? Not on that side. Yeah, right there, baby. Woohoo.
That's weird. I got one like that right here, but I don't have one on this one.
Yeah. That's because this is my badass arm. This is my I'll fuck your shit up with this arm. And all that muscle.
In all reality, that's
all
your
that
jerk off arm.
That's all that. Actually, before I became jerk off king with this arm, I used it to bench press.
Just that one arm?
Well, no, but this was
bench with one arm.
You need a spotter that way.
No,
so it stays
it's like
on
they
Because your other hand is the spotter.
Was that Lady in the Water?
Gym 101.
In the movie Lady in the Water, there was a guy that only worked out one side of his body, so he had this super big arm and this super thin arm. It was really silly.
The movie sucked.
I enjoyed that movie.
M. Night Shyamalan sucks.
M. Night Shyamalan,
except for was it The Mist?
No, he didn't do that.
Who was that?
He did Sixth Sense, which was good. He did Unbreakable, which I enjoyed. The Village sucked. The Happening sucked.
Oh, The Happening was amazing.
What?
I enjoyed.
No.
It was not Christopher Walken. What do you
It would have been better for
What?
us.
No.
No, lady.
Oh
I
god.
just went to Jerry Lewis. Lady.
I remember during
All over the place today.
the whole movie, The Happening, I was always thinking, so when is this about to get good?
That's when you're going, what is happening? Really? Why is this happening?
That's what he wanted.
No, because
What's happening?
Nobody cared. It was the plans. Everybody was just like, why is Mark Wahlberg in this movie? You couldn't find somebody better, like D.B. Sweeney? I mean,
I would rather watch Wilford Brimley run around.
It would have been better with George Takei.
Trying to find insulin.
George Takei. Hello. Hello.
I'm trying to steal something. What?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's what happens when you ingest too much mayonnaise, ladies and
Oh,
gentlemen.
that's what happens when you try to be George Takei.
That's what happens when you have stripes and live near biting flies and get
Like I said,
tuberculosis.
ingest too much mayonnaise.
That's so mean. Him and his husband finally got a chance to get married. That's so fucked up. I'm sorry, you weren't
Okay,
in on the
so
tangent with us.
Yeah, I was confused.
George Takei
I said that's what happens when
George
you...
from Star Trek.
I said he's gay.
He's gay.
George Takei is gay.
Takei, same difference.
You say potato, I say chocolate chip cookies.
Chocolate chip cookie!
Somebody needs to turn their damn music down.
Hey
kids, get off my fucking lawn!
What? No.
Okay, so what were you talking about?
I don't know. What were we talking about?
We were
Something
talking
on
about,
your iPad.
we were talking about stripes, and then we went off on a tangent about...
Oh, these researchers were from the Christian Science Monitor. Fuck those guys. I've never understood the term Christian Science.
It's an oxymoron, isn't it?
I would think so. That's the biggest one ever. It's like saying healthy chocolate chip cookies.
Military
fuck you.
intelligence.
What?
Healthy
Military
chocolate chip
intelligence.
cookies.
Jumbo shrimp.
Whenever I hear military intelligence, I think of that one Megadeth song.
Military intelligence. Two words combined, they can't make sense. That's a big ass.
Actually, that's relevant to what you're talking about.
Very well. Nice. Is that it? Are
Sorry.
we talking?
Wow, thing.
If you reverse this podcast, you won't know what Tyson just said.
That reminds me of that Missy Elliott song. That Missy Elliott song where she talks in reverse.
Oh, no, I don't know what it is. I don't know anything about Missy Elliott except for milkshakes. Wasn't that her?
No.
No.
Oh, then I don't know anything about Missy. I thought the milkshake song was hers. That milkshake. Brings
That's
all the
understandable.
voice
That's
Damn right.
understandable.
together. I don't know. I don't follow it that much. So I apologize. If
They
I
need to
offend
get
any
rid of
artist.
Nicki Minaj and bring Missy Elliott back. Seriously, because she was a better...
Or just get rid of Nicki Minaj.
Speaking of which,
And
she's
Lil Wayne and Lil Boosie.
Yeah. Well, Boosie's out of prison now, isn't he?
Jason's like, who are these people?
Little Boosie.
Yeah.
Lil
Is that like
Boosie?
the youngest? Is that Gary's youngest child?
Nah, Lil Boosie's
not-
like the most gangsta ass
Not
ever.
Busey. Boosie.
Lil
He
Boosie.
couldn't handle. He couldn't handle Gary.
Lil Busey.
Busey
couldn't
with
handle-
the giant ass teeth. Lil Busey.
Can you imagine Gary Busey getting a grill?
God.
Oh
It would
god.
cost him.
He'd be like a fucking shark.
He's got a mouth like a horse anyway. I mean,
Him and Sarah Jessica Parker are going to get together and get grills.
Just start a grill company, a grill business.
they're gonna get together and have kids, lots of kids, and they're gonna look like zebras,
Kids, lots of kids, they're all going to have stripes.
stripes, and horse teeth.
Parker Busey Grills.
Parker Busey can't lose. There was a show back in the day called Parker Lewis Can't
Parker
Lose. and
Lewis.
I enjoyed that show when I was a kid.
I never got to watch it, so I can't.
It's very slapstick silly. It's good.
Like Three Stooges slapstick? Or
No,
just...
more like
Monty Python slapstick.
It's like
Because that's the only
You
slapstick ever that was good.
take
You don't like Three Stooges?
That's a little old for my taste.
Okay.
take
How about Charlie Chaplin?
pieces
Oh
from
god.
from like Saved by the Bell and Wonder Years and Ferris Bueller Can't Lose.
Oh shit, that
And
sounds
mix those-
amazing.
And mix the Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Yeah, sorry.
That sounds
mix those
amazing.
together with a little more like
Physical comedy?
yeah.
Physical violence.
No, it's comedy back then.
Did you
Now it's violence.
you remember that? Did you ever watch ER?
Yeah.
Okay, remember the big dude that worked behind the counter? It was like a nurse. He was the biggest guy on the show.
Yeah. I
Okay,
can't remember his name.
he was in that in Parker Lewis Can't Lose. Is like the high school bully that every time he stepped, it like shook the ground and
Really?
shit. Yeah, and he would like
Damn.
flip cars over and he would make songs like he just make songs like ugh, and they just wander off. It was like what?
Kind of like
Okay.
the fat guy from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. I can see that.
like that.
No.
He turned into a Tyrannosaurus.
Are you talking about the fat guy with the,
bully,
ponytail?
the fat bully.
That guy sucked. Like
Dude, he was awesome. He was the best bully ever.
He sucked so bad.
He was the dumbest fucking bully
You guys
ever.
need to, if you can find it, check it out.
Oh, so I think the world's gonna end. How do you guys feel about that?
I don't care.
Haven't they been saying that since
last-
humans could speak to
For
each
the last
other?
2,000 years, yeah.
You know how like animals will like flock away?
Aminals?
Like I didn't say animals, did I?
I don't know.
You know how animals like leave a site?
Are you about to tell me some shit about Yellowstone and the
Yeah, I was gonna tell you about the buffalo.
the herds of buffalo stampeding
No,
away?
that just means it's probably going to erupt.
You know that
Yeah,
would
that could kill us.
that could kill like
Most of the
90% of
United
life on the planet.
Well, okay. if it's a huge eruption, sure, but there's volcanoes everywhere, and yeah, it's
I
a
for one
volcanic area, but
welcome the volcanic winter, but I fucking hate heat. So yeah, and also
Yeah.
that.
But that's what I was gonna bring up. Like, there's a bunch of apparently like herds and herds of buffalo leaving Yellowstone.
well,
So
Whatever.
the end of the world is upon us, maybe.
Whatever.
if it happens, it happens. I mean,
Yeah,
you
pretty
can't.
much.
You
There's
can't.
nothing you can stop. You can't
Well, it's not
stop.
going to hit Lake Butler. Who gives a shit?
We're actually in a decent position as far as out of the actual
We'll get fallout. It'll block the sun for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Things will die, but
we're out of the direct fallout range or whatever. I don't
DC's not.
I don't remember where it was. I was looking at graphs on the different ranges for that, and the ash light enough to stay in the sky would block out a lot of the sun over most of the planet. But the actual debris that would come down, I think it would go to about Alabama. So we're kind of out of that range. The only problem with that though is if that actually happened, is everyone would flock down here.
Yeah.
And
we'd have to all stand at the borders and stuff.
No, because there'd be a lot of people it would look like
Dante's Peak.
No.
If they didn't die.
Why would you reference that?
Pierce Brosnan's just running around trying to evacuate.
He's driving a Dodge Ram.
The grandma's pushing him across a lake.
Hot acid, it burns me. But it's cleared up my vaginitis.
Hey, you know, the Bible says nothing about this continent in the end of days.
It's true.
End of days. With Arnold Schwarzenegger, where we told Satan that you're nothing but a choir boy compared to me.
Alright, here's the question. If the US does get wiped out by a super volcano, which other world power would immediately swing into action and take control of the world?
China
or Russia?
I think China has Russia by the balls.
I don't think Russia's got that. I don't think Russia's got the power right now. They're throwing their balls around to show they've got power, but I don't think they have as much power as China.
The thing about that is though,
sleeping.
Russia still has more nuclear weapons than anyone. They even have more nuclear weapons than us.
I don't think they know where they are though.
Okay. But all right,
we lost that long ago.
That's why they're invading those.
I'm so angry.
Trying to find their shit.
Then you have this. Can you name the leader of China or the military leaders?
No.
Vladimir is way more bloodthirsty than anyone else, any other country on the planet, other than maybe Kim Jong-un, but he's a fucking retard. So, I think if the US got wiped out, Russia has enough manpower to kind of slap everybody in the face and, fuck around.
I think they would
everybody.
try to, but I think China would.
I think China would bitch slap them.
Honestly, no. See, another thing about that.
I think China would just keep to themselves.
I think China would join them.
But, as far as coming over and taking over, I mean,
yeah, they probably would do.
They have similar ideals. Seriously,
actually, you know what though? I mean, who cares? If we're
we'll be gone.
Who gives a shit?
Nobody gives a shit.
I mean, if nothing on the world.
There'll still be like some Americans left, but they'll be sold into slavery.
This is meant to be completely tongue in cheek, but if all Americans are dead, the rest of the world doesn't matter. Fucking assholes. Anyway,
that's true because then we'll be dead. Who cares?
Well, we
the rest of the world would rejoice, actually.
Yeah, probably.
Some of them would. No, they would rejoice because they're like, yay, they're dead. But then they're like, what happened to all the good music? And where's the fashion? And
that's not true.
Who's going to save us from the terrorists?
Sure it is. You know why? Russia loves blue jeans. They can't have them. Guess what? America's got blue jeans.
Wait, why can't they have them?
Because they're not allowed to have blue jeans over there. They didn't. I don't know if they were. I don't know if they can now. But
what are they going?
It was like in the 80s, you couldn't have blue jeans over there.
Really, in Russia, you can have blue,
like,
because that was like an American thing.
Yeah, there was very, but
okay.
A lot of people they don't like our foreign policies, but as far as like our movies and music and stuff like that, they love us. They love the shit that comes out of America.
Well, our foreign policy consists of covertly setting terrorists in other countries and then using that as an excuse to gain money and oil from those countries.
Yeah. Well, if you're not smart enough to keep up, fuck off.
Currency.
I mean, this is chess, baby. This ain't checkers.
We still have enough troops overseas, though, that maybe we could still exist in some form or take over some area.
We repeat, America has been wiped out. America has been wiped out. Plan Delta. Plan Delta. You just start massacring people.
Fuck that shit.
If America can't exist, nobody can.
That's a movie. That's a movie right there. It's
trademark.
Like the opposite. It's like the opposite of Red Dawn.
What's Z? And the Greek alphabet. It's like alpha, beta, gamma.
Zeta.
Zeta?
Yeah.
So Plan Zeta. That's the movie.
The final plan.
The final
Or Plan Omega.
But Zeta's cool.
Omega Plan.
But
Actually, no. Omega is the last
Omega's
alphabet in the
the
Greek
end.
alphabet,
Yeah.
isn't it?
That's
okay,
the
well,
end.
I'm
There's
talking about
Alpha and Omega.
I'm talking about the identifying ones, like A through
Are you
G.
talking about Jesus?
No, I'm just saying there's Alpha and Omega. The Alpha was the beginning, Omega's the end. So
It
Omega
should still
would
be Zeta.
Just like Jesus.
We should just. He needs to come back and get his damn cup. I'm tired of looking at it. Keeps leaving his shit on my porch.
Got that damn boat in there for years.
I'm keeping that weed eater though. That bitch is bad.
Oh, he's got his pair of sunglasses.
It blocks all the sun.
They're Ray-Bans.
Jesus with Ray-Bans.
And a flannel
And
shirt.
in all reality, it would probably...
An open flannel shirt.
Hey, I'm not the one that depicted him with a fucking mullet. So
Yeah.
Jesus' Ray-Bans reflect the light on everyone everywhere.
like it doesn't just reflect the light; it reflects your soul. You're like, oh god, I hate myself. Oh.
Who's that fat guy?
The penance Ray-Bans.
Yeah, it's like chicks are like, I look so good except when I look in his glasses. Oh, I'm fat. But no, but that would make a great movie. It's like, America's destroyed, and then you've got troops in other countries that try to.
Foreign troops.
Well, you have
Our troops in foreign soils.
You're right, and they band together to form another America with American ideals, and they
Zeta
fight.
Project, Army of None.
They're like we're gonna, and they name it Plymouth. They name the place they come into Plymouth, and they just go, and they're like
That's
This is
awesome.
the
And they go,
best C-list movie ever.
And they go, much like the Indians of old, we're gonna buy this land with jewelry, like this ring. And just throw a grenade and pull a pin out there. Bing! That's the trailer right there, fellas.
Kickstarter. Let's do it.
No, because we don't have the means to make the movie.
That's what all the money from Kickstarter would be for.
Omega
No,
Force.
but we don't have anybody to make the movie. We don't have actors or.
We are
That's what
actors.
all the money for Kickstarter would be for.
What do you need actors for? We'll animate it.
Yeah.
I could see a cool animated movie like that.
Hey, if that dude on that video, the little
Nothing
music
but
video,
metal.
could make little animated things, we can do it. I mean, it can't be that hard. Really?
Yeah, I can.
Shut up. Actually, to get actors are easy. You can go to UF or any of these
Or
and go to
Walmart.
all you have to do is go to the drama
I
department.
was buying Pampers, and now I'm starring him on TV movie.
Go to the drama department of any college.
That's too dramatic.
In the drama department of any college, and you go.
Just like the Indians of the old, we will buy this land with this ring. That's what you're going to get if you go into a drama
No,
department.
not necessarily. I'm not talking about that kind of drama.
You might as well make a Captain Planet movie if you're going to go that way.
Hey, we're talking about mullets. Superpowers. I mean,
Captain Planet.
he's the hero. Gonna take pollution down to zero.
And then he burns down a group of
His
fucking
powers
enemies with a machine gun.
magnified, and he's
He gets a hold of the War Machine from Marvel. Just he becomes unstoppable.
Taking the pollution down to zero.
General Captain Planet is alive and kicking. What do you do?
General Captain Planet.
His first name is Captain. That's what I need. That's what you need. You need a guy, his first name's Captain, his middle name's Corporal, and he needs to be a general.
General Captain Corporal.
Of the generals, he is the captain.
No, the captains, he's the general?
No.
No, he's the colonel.
No, he's lieutenant.
president.
He's Lieutenant Captain Colonel General. The third. What?
Colonel's not an identifier, it's actually my name, Kernel.
Like corn, son. Corn. Maize, as the Indians would say.
Corn face.
I'm sorry, Native Americans.
Cornell.
Native Americans. You don't say Indian no more because there's people in India.
It won't
Now,
matter.
Who'd have thought,
It won't matter because America
Yeah,
will be
who
gone.
thought?
who'd have thought that there was people in India named Indians? And they ain't like the red man, man.
They're a different kind of red man.
No, they's brown. They ain't red.
Kinda. That thing on their head.
They ain't no kinda. Man, they ain't born with that dumbass. They put it on there. It's not like part of their physiology to put a red dot on the head.
No, if you live in areas with the ganji,
I ain't talking about Arizona.
you develop a red dot on your head
No.
because of the flies. God damn, you were slow on that one.
Sorry.
No,
Sorry.
actually, if they put stripes on their forehead, they wouldn't have to worry about the flies.
It's the point where all pleasure and everything.
All
enters the
knowledge
body.
enters their.
Anything.
Oh,
enters the
where
body.
is that? Where they believe the soul is in front of the body?
I
Is that
don't,
where?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
There was some religion or some culture where they believe the soul resides right in front of the skull.
It could be because it's right there, and that's where that's.
I just don't
That's
remember.
basically
what religion it was.
that's where your antenna to heaven is coming out or whatever. I guess.
Or
I don't know,
antenna
I
to
make some
hell.
Shit up.
I think we need to look up some.
I don't care.
Antenna to hell.
Indian culture.
I don't care. So anywho,
Wow. Okay.
So there's a new Godzilla movie coming out.
Yes. Speaking of giant lizards that destroy mankind.
I hate giant lizards that destroy mankind.
You don't like Godzilla?
They're always fucking shit.
Of course they are.
That's the point.
I know. I'm like,
Oh, we need to make a Godzilla movie, and Godzilla saves the U.S. from Yellowstone.
because he
I don't think
fucks
he's
it.
that big.
He stomps it all back down into the ground.
Because Yellowstone.
Puts his dick
Yellowstone.
in it. Keeps it from
Yellowstone is a giant flaming vagina that just has not.
And the devil comes out, and Godzilla has to fight the devil. And then Godzilla gets crowned Jesus when he beats the devil. Praise Godzilla.
I think they got
His God is in his name.
they got the dragon from in Revelation. They got the dragon with too many heads. So there's only one head.
I mean, he's already God, so...
Really? Is he only one head? Because as far as I know, there's 3 versions of Godzilla now. The 3 heads of Godzilla.
So you're saying we need what 4 more, and then we can.
The Father, Son, and the Holy Lizard.
His scaly appendage. That's
May his scales shield us from the devil's womb.
But yeah, the new Godzilla movie does look pretty fun.
I haven't seen anything about it yet.
The preview is pretty badass, but I think it's going to allude to more than just one monster.
Oh yeah.
I think there's going to be a bunch of them.
Well, you have to do a Godzilla movie. They have to do one now. It is required by law. After
Is it the
Pacific
Matthew Broderick one, or
No, after Pacific Rim came out,
oh, yeah.
and you saw Pacific Rim and you went, "Holy shit, this is badass." It's
Godzilla has to go big or go home.
you have to show up with Godzilla or Gojira or however you want to say it.
Well,
You got to show up.
Gojira!
You got to come up there and just do an X to the crotch and just go Degeneration X, bitch. Boom.
Well, it's also the 60th year anniversary.
I don't care about years. I'm
Godzilla,
talking about
so
you bring something like that to the
perfect
table.
timing.
You gotta come
Damn,
correct.
think about what the 100th year anniversary is going to be like.
I don't know if I'll be here for it.
Yeah,
I'll be 75.
you know you're going to go to the theater and see that.
If I'm
He doesn't go to the
75,
theater now.
well, if I'm 75, I'll have a lot more free time. I'll go,
And hopefully money.
oh, hey, young feller. Here's a nickel. Go scoop out me undies. I just shit myself. Give me some red road licorice. Licorice.
Lipperish.
I'm old. My lips don't work.
Lipperish don't work.
Son of a bitch.
Turn off your goddamn hollow belts.
Quit texting,
This is in
you
the
son
future,
of a
you
bitch.
remember?
Oh God! Make sure you don't bring in.
No, it's going to be like...
And his head explodes.
Pop. Just make sure you don't bring any strawberries in, or they'll call the cops on your ass.
Illegal possession of strawberries.
Callbacks.
Oh, what was that thing? If you take your finger and put it in your ear and like scratch your inner ear, it sounds just like Pac-Man. Try it. Stick your finger in your ear and just scratch.
Do you know how often I scratch in my ears?
Yeah, well, just think about it now that you think you played Pac-Man before.
I already knew that.
Well, shut the fuck up then. Just trying to enlighten you.
Holy shit. Waka waka waka.
I'm waiting for the whoop 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 wop wop sound.
Oh god, there's a ghost! That's gotta be bad for your ear.
Only if you have nails like mine. So I have an alien Space Marine toy now.
A what? A
The
space?
Space Marines from Alien 2.
No, Space Marines are from...
Before we were pretty cakey, there
Real
was such a thing.
Space
It's called
Marines.
Alien.
are from Warhammer 40k.
It's called Aliens, and you had the Space Marines
Okay, so...
with Lieutenant. With
Oh yeah, you got the mud-covered one.
no,
That's
that's the Predator. I got the one from Alien. I got the guy from Alien. So now I got an Alien. I've got a Schwarzenegger from Predator. I've got 3 Predators.
Damn.
I just need an Alien now. I need an Alien.
Why didn't you get one of the aliens over there?
They had aliens there?
Yeah, I picked it up and showed it to you.
Oh, well, I was getting
The big badass one.
a Juggernaut.
That was before you saw Juggernaut.
I saw Juggernaut when I first came in the door.
Well,
Like,
before
I-
you grabbed Juggernaut.
No, Juggernaut was one of those, like, I had planned it, and I was going to come get it later. I was not going to walk around with a Juggernaut the whole time I was in there,
Okay.
so I just left it and was going to come back and get it. That was my plan. And then I went to the back room, I went to the back wall and saw all those other toys, and I was like, ooh, do I get Harley Quinn? Or do I get the new,
We know what would happen to that Harley Quinn.
do I get Harley Quinn? Do I get the new, Green Lantern guy? Or do I get Deadshot? And I was like,
Or
I'm
the
going to stick
Barney.
with villains. I'm going to get Deadshot.
The
And then,
new Green Lantern dude.
yeah, there's a new Green Lantern guy. And he's,
A Muslim Green Lantern.
yeah, he's a Muslim Green. I can't remember his name.
That sounds odd.
Well,
That makes
he was
no
he was
sense.
being charged with suicide bombing that he survived.
Seriously?
Like he was he was going to be a car. He was in a car. It was loaded with bombs, and he didn't know or tried to stop it or something like that. And they blamed him for it. They were going to put him in jail for it, but he's now a Green Lantern because he showed
Oh
no
my
fear.
god.
Well-
I fucking hate this world.
Why?
Well, they had to
Because they let shit like that
no,
get
they had to even it
past.
out. They had to even it out. They had to even it out because
Even it out.
yeah, they had to go back to
No,
3 Green
they
Lanterns.
should have kept
Actually,
the
there was
black
4.
Green Lantern.
They still have the black Green Lantern. He's still there.
There were 4
John
whites,
Stewart.
1 black.
There's John Stewart still there. You still have Kyle
Rayner.
Kyle Rayner,
And Guy Gardner.
and Guy Gardner is no longer Green Lantern.
Really?
Yeah,
They shouldn't be
He's a Red
allowed.
Lantern.
What? When did that happen?
Yeah, just recently.
They shouldn't. They
That
shouldn't
makes
have
sense.
Arabic Green Lanterns until the car bombs in the Middle East stop. Seriously.
It's insensitive.
Thanks for having a political stance on DC Comics, which you don't really care for because you're more of a Marvel guy.
Fuck you.
You're
I'm actually more of a Dark Horse guy.
Teenage
so-
Mutant Ninja Turtle shirt. By the way, that comic book, The Helm, is pretty fucking silly. You'll enjoy the
Is
shit
it?
out of it.
Is
Yeah,
it?
you'll enjoy it. I haven't finished it yet, but I'm about halfway through.
It looks.
pretty fun.
It looks crazy.
Nice.
This guy finds a helm, and it's like this.
He's this fat, metal-loving slob.
Well, he's like a slob. And he's like, he gets fired from his job at the video store. His girlfriend dumps him. And he gets fired at his job at the same time.
Damn.
So he's riding home on his little bike, and he's like, "Man, my girlfriend left me. Ooh, garage sale." So he pulls over to this garage sale. It's this huge house and this old-looking, like, you know, like, I don't know, like a
Lady?
no, a mad scientist, like, helper guy. Just this creepy old fucker in a white,
Okay.
thing. And he's just. And he was like, "What have you got?" He's like, "I'm sure nothing for you," kind of thing. And so he goes to look around, and this helm starts talking to him. It's like, "You are the so-and-so, the Valhalladrin," or something like that. And he's like, you know, and he's like, my vision is blurry. I've not spoken or seen in so long. Come, touch me, and we will be one till death. And so he touches. He's like, "Nope. I'm sorry. I was mistaken. You were the wrong." He was like, "What is all this stuff about me being the only one who could hear you?" And so he's like, "I was mistaken. I was wrong. You are definitely not the right person. Put me down." so then he steals it and runs off, and so it's pretty funny.
Wow.
It insults him like constantly.
I figured.
Like, and it's ruthless because it's just this head on top of this helmet that just keeps talking the whole time.
Oh, is that why he's always crying?
Well, he's crying a lot because his girlfriend leaves him and stuff like that, and it's silliness. It's fun. It's pretty fun though. I've enjoyed it.
Okay, what do we have on the true headlines front?
Okay, for true headlines. Everybody knows, a few days ago was April Fool's Day. Did anybody partake in April Fool's Day?
No, because my pranks are all very distasteful.
I played an April Fool's prank on my dick.
Life-changing.
Yeah, distasteful.
I played an April Fool's prank on my dick. I told it was going to get laid, and then dry docked it. So,
Oh, God.
go ahead. It took him a second, I think.
No, I got it. I was fighting off the visual for the longest time. And then
You were visualizing me dry docking my dick?
Dude, it happened. All right?
Whoa.
It's one of those things, and an artist's mind. Tyson knows what I'm talking about.
I have a mental firewall.
Okay, well, my firewall's not as good. You're AVG and I'm McAfee. Alright, so...
Nice.
So my first one is worker mistakes woman's body for April Fool's prank.
How do you do that?
Well, apparently, if you're from the great state of fucking Florida, anything's possible.
Well, we are.
I know.
What was she, posing nude or something, and he thought it was like a joke?
Or did he think she was wearing a fat suit and she wasn't?
It's like, you gotta be kidding, right?
Apparently, this gentleman, he's a 61-year-old guy. He works at this place. It doesn't say, but he was on a smoke break out in an alley, apparently, when he saw the body.
Oh, God, that kind of body.
Yeah, like
a corpse.
Yeah.
Oh.
You mean a corpse?
Oh, yeah.
You said body, but that could mean a lot of things.
You said like female body, as in, and we thought maybe like the female body, like she was like
a sexy
dancing
body.
or something, like somebody.
Oh no, he found a corpse.
Okay.
He meant like a maggot-ridden body.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
Cool. A woman died. Okay. On with the story.
A little lubrication, she can live again.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
He was taking a smoke break at about 4:30 a.m. Tuesday morning, and he noticed the body. He said, he's quote-unquote saying, "I'm telling you, I swear to God, the face looked like a rubber mask. If I thought for one instant it was a real person, I would have called the police, my manager, everyone I could think of."
If I thought for an instant it was a real person, I'd have fucked it.
You can't say that to the news, because they'll print that.
I didn't want to lose my job. Go ahead.
But, yeah, he thought the body was a mannequin.
Oh yeah.
Because of, rigor mortis and stuff sets in after a while, and you become stiff. And
Was he messing with the body?
I guess.
Did he cop a feel?
I'm sure he
I hope
did.
not. The lady was 96 years old.
Oh no, God no.
Oh,
Never
okay.
mind. Yeah.
Yeah. Who makes 96-year-old mannequins? Who makes mannequins that look like old people? A very fucked up nursing home.
Sag Harbor.
Mildred's secret.
Sag Harbor really is an old people clothing
Oh, is it
store.
really?
Yeah.
Nice.
It is Sag Harbor.
Holy shit. That's disturbing.
We need to make one though now for like lingerie line. Call it Mildred's secret.
Mildred's secret. Oh, God. That's amazing.
Flop them out, let them fly.
Huge granny panties. Fucking like up to the tits granny panties.
And it's just all mesh. Just black mesh.
There's ribbons on the side of it, like little baby ribbons.
There's like it's like thongs that
fucked
have
up.
multiple waistbands to fit all the fat rolls going up. That way it's all sectioned off.
You buy them in tiers, not sizes.
Tears.
It's like a wedding cake.
Oh, God.
Damn.
What was that
See,
place
the
that
thing is, I think that this could actually make money.
Oh, sure.
Of course it could.
You just put them right outside old people's homes, like retirement centers. Boom! Oh, I can't believe that. I want to go look.
And make walkers like that have an extension so it can be a stripper pole. Yeah.
And the motto could be like, "Who says the elderly can't get it on?"
Don't be a bag, let them sag.
Oh, God, yes. Yes. That's awesome. That's perfect.
Anyways, back to the dead lady.
Okay.
She committed suicide by throwing herself off of the 16th floor balcony.
Whoa. You mean the 15th floor?
Wait. They say 15. Huh?
13th floor reference they made earlier.
Yeah.
I just got a head rush.
Oh shit! I got a head rush. That's 2 songs we made.
They say committed suicide, but she was 96.
Yeah.
Who's to say she didn't just fall over it?
Who's to say somebody didn't go, why don't you die already? For God's sakes, I want...
And the maid pushed her.
I really want your ornate plates.
She was an old white lady, and she was making fun of her Latin American...
She probably accused her of stealing. You're stealing from me! Put it back! And she just threw her off the balcony.
The maid pushed her off with the vacuum. Just poked her. But no, she did commit suicide because there was a suicide note. And
was it written in Spanish?
English, so.
Okay.
Damn, Jason.
What?
Holy shit, they found a note and a stool she used to climb over the balcony.
Oh, I thought you meant like stool sample. At that age, there's a lot of those.
Oh, well, you void your bowels when you die, so there's probably plenty of that.
I bet
There's a mannequin covered in shit down
I bet
here.
it voided on the way down.
Oh God, I hope her family doesn't hear
I
this.
hope
She's
not.
somersaulting down.
Really, like, at 96 years old?
You know what? I
have-
don't blame her.
Yeah.
Hell, I would do it at 80.
So the guy was like, oh shit, that's just a mannequin. He goes back inside, and about 3 hours later, a maintenance worker found the body, and then apparently actually really recognized it as a body and called the police.
It's like, oh shit. He probably walked by and said, what the hell are these dentures doing here? Oh my God, there's a woman. I'm sorry. Once again, I apologize.
Let's see, the neighbors said she was from England and sometimes talked about World War II. She lived in the
Did she think she was Mary Poppins?
she lived in the apartment complex for at least 20 years.
Oh, then.
And the charges were filed against the guy that found him because, or they weren't filed because he thought that the body was a mannequin. But he was fired from his job.
Why?
Because apparently he didn't report that there was a dead lady outside
It was
at
like,
4:30 in the morning.
it's April Fool's, dick.
I know, right? Anyways, but onto a
Well,
less...
he was 61, whatever. It's time to retire anyway.
On a lesser horrible note.
I wish you
Less
would
horrible
step
now.
back from that ledge, my friend.
What you just... Maybe we shouldn't say things just in case our family's listening to this. That's 3 song references today. That's what's up.
Oh my God! All right, what were you going on?
Okay, now next one. Drunk driver found asleep at wheel with burrito in hand.
Nice.
I guess we're this state. What state this was from?
Florida.
Florida. You got it. Deltona.
Oh, and it was a burrito. So
I know where you're going with this.
No. He got saved. He got in a wreck, but
No, he
saved the
didn't-
burrito.
He didn't get in a wreck.
Oh.
No, they just found him
They found him
sleeping
asleep
at the wheel.
Oh, so he was just
He was
with
at-
a burrito.
Yeah.
All right. I know
This gentleman, he's 36 years old, was charged with a DUI after law enforcement in Deltona, Florida say they found him passed out at the wheel in front of a traffic light.
Oh, nice.
A half-eaten Taco Bell burrito in his hand.
He was like, I'm full. You know when you hit that full point, when you hit that point of just being so full, you want to take a nap right then.
He was so full and so drunk at that part, he just...
Well, that's the thing. Did he manage to put the vehicle in park?
Yeah, he was stopped at a traffic light, and while he was waiting for the light change, he fell asleep.
Yeah, but you don't put your car in park at a stoplight.
Some people do. It conserves on gas or something.
No, it could have been one of those long ass. It could have been
It
one of
does
those
not
long
conserve
ass
gas.
red lights.
That's-
Whatever.
bullshit.
Anyways, let's see.
It could have been a long ass red light.
If he
and
was
he got
smart,
tired
if
of waiting.
he,
Witnesses say that he managed to sit through several light changes without moving the vehicle. So
yeah,
maybe.
he probably if he put it in park, he probably was just like, man, I'm tired. Maybe I'm too drunk to drive, and thought to himself as he put it in park, and then kind of passed out.
Maybe, or he just was lucky enough to fall asleep, and his leg dead weighted on the brake, and it just didn't move anywhere.
That would be cool.
Let's see.
I guess.
Or muscle memory just.
Or if he
told him.
hit, he was like,
told him to put
what?
it
And he
in
just
park.
drove into a train or something. What the fuck?
Terrible. Here's the fun part, though. Deputies and paramedics were beating on the window for 10 minutes, but didn't wake him up.
You know the funniest way to wake him up?
And the doors were locked, and they were beating on the windows. They couldn't wake him up. It wasn't until they broke the window open that he woke up.
The funniest way to wake him up would to get a big old truck, turn the lights on, and park it in front of him, and just lay on the horn until he wakes up. Because you can imagine you're asleep at the wheel, and a horn wakes you up, and you look, and there's headlights coming at you.
Shit his pants.
Shit his pants.
Take him to jail.
What was that? What was
Shit
that?
pants.
What was that
The
movie?
burrito already made halfway through
Out
his
Cold?
system.
Out Cold. Did you ever see that? Where it's got Zach Galifianakis and he passes out at the bar. It's up north, so they take him outside and they put him in a car and they get on both sides. They just start spinning it and start screaming. So it's just spinning on the ice like this. And he comes to, he's like, "Oh shit!" And he's grabbing the wheel and trying to brake.
Wow.
That's awesome.
But they took him to two different breath tests. One was he blew a .173, and the other one was a .17.
Damn.
It was .177.
It's twice the legal
Twice
limit.
the legal limit. It's .08.
Over twice the legal limit by .01.
So yeah. So needless to say,
I blew a 1 once.
Damn. Were you dead?
Yes. I got better though.
I got
you blow a 1. Are you being for real? Like
No.
blow a 1?
No.
No, that's like 100% of his body. If you blew a 1, you wouldn't even be blowing because you'd be dead.
Yeah.
That's 100% of your body weight. I think. Isn't that how it's measured?
It's your
Blood alcohol level.
blood alcohol level.
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay, so 100% of your blood.
Blood would be alcohol. Your blood is
You would
alcohol.
reach a level of enlightenment that no one would ever be able to reach unless they drank that much.
How do you think you become the Dalai Lama?
I reach a level of enlightenment. Unfortunately, you can never express it to anyone because it comes out as.
Holy shit, that drunk guy is floating!
It's like you. And then you puke.
The enlightenment comes out of you.
Goes away.
Yeah. Damn it! I just saw.
Something.
What did I see? Fuck. Give me a beer. So anyway.
All right, and our last one. Let's save the best for last.
I don't know. Dead grandma was pretty badass.
Well, I didn't expect that one to be as funny. But here's the last one. Masturbating Yogi hurls dead animal at car.
Yogi? Like a...
Yoga instructor.
Oh, okay. Wait, he did what?
Masturbating Yogi hurls dead animal at car.
Oh, dead animal. I thought you said baby.
Whoa, he's not in tune with his chakra at all. He's way off.
That yoga's not helping.
He was very angry.
This guy.
Wait, why do you say that? We just claimed that extreme drunkenness is the path to enlightenment.
Well, no, because
drunk.
he's throwing dead bodies. That's anger. That's frustration.
But enlightenment, how do you know
as
that
drunk
enlightenment?
as drunk as I've been, I've never thrown a dead animal drunk.
How do you know that true
I've done it
enlightenment...
sober. I've just never done it drunk.
Done it sober.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we were filming something though. It was
Okay, so it wasn't real.
it was a desiccated dog corpse and.
Oh,
And
God.
I went over another dog. I was the skunk ape, and I went over this other dog, and I was gonna basically absorb its body. So as soon as I went over it, they cut. We moved the dog out of the way. I stayed in position. They put the other one underneath me, and they started back up. And I picked it up, and it was desiccated to nothing. And I threw it against the trailer house that my friend lived in.
I want to see that. I want to see that.
So
You don't still have that, dude.
my friend does down in Orlando.
Wow.
I tried to get him to. He's a slacker when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Keep on him. Let's see. So the yogi, who was 68 years old, was practicing yoga in the a national park in Virginia.
Next to a dead body. That's the best part. Because
He's practicing yoga.
when he allegedly began waving his arms wildly and masturbating. Two female visitors on the Mount Vernon Trail complained to the park police that the man was holding a yoga pose before assuming his next position, downward dog, when he started whacking off again. Next, he allegedly picked up a dead animal and bolted onto the George Washington Memorial Parkway, where he where he chucked the animal carcass at a passing car.
Was he still naked? Was he still exposed?
I don't know if he
And masturbating while he's
He was
running.
just like just throwing it like
maybe. I don't know. They don't say, but they say afterwards he went back to the trail and resumed masturbation.
I think he reached enlightenment. Seriously.
Obviously, that is godlike right there. That is the spirit.
He was arrested and charged with disorderly conduct and obscene acts.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's fantastic.
But not public nudity.
I don't know if he was. Maybe I don't know. Maybe he wasn't naked.
If you expose yourself, that's public nudity.
That's indecent exposure, at least.
Yeah, indecent exposure. Yeah. That's the one.
They could have always said that. My daughter saw it, and then he's a pedophile.
Oh yeah, he's
a sex
fucked for the
offender.
rest of his life.
So,
They should get a sex offender. They should get a sex offender charge if they do that. Run out into traffic, masturbating, throwing dead animals at cars. You're a sex offender. You're also mentally
That'll do
unstable.
it.
are you a sex offender or a sexy offender?
He was 60 something, so probably not.
Depends
What
on
is it
if
with the
you're in the
60-year-olds
car.
being weird this
I
time?
don't know. It must have been a full moon or something. They started freaking
Maybe it
out.
was the same dude. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. I don't think a yogi would be smoking out back, looking at dead bodies, going,
He sort of looked at the dead
"God
body,
damn it,
then
shut up!"
then he was like, that made after they fired him, that made him go into the woods in Virginia and become a yogi. And then he's like, I'm masturbating.
Oh,
And-
was that in Virginia?
Yeah,
It's too
in
bad.
the woods.
yeah.
Weird shit happens there.
It's too bad that he wasn't a yogi in Yellowstone.
Yogi's not in Yellowstone anymore. They all evacuated.
Well, it was it was actually
I
Jellystone,
know.
but
Jellystone.
But I think Yellowstone would be funny if he was
Yeah.
there throwing stuff, like throwing dead animals, jerking off.
Hey, boo boo. Get out of the way.
What you got in that picnic basket?
Marital Yogi.
Oh God.
That's gross. All right.
I think it's safe to say none of us are any better than that yogi.
No, not at all.
Yeah, the one defining factor between us and him
It's age.
No, I was gonna say we will talk about it all day long, but we actually probably won't do it.
Yeah, I'm not big on masturbating in the.
I'm still
in the
going
wild.
with the age thing.
Well, around here there's mosquitoes, and that's a vein I don't want them tapping into. You know what I'm saying?
If you know what I mean.
If you, yeah. Friction burns bad enough.
Wow.
I don't want to itch.
Well, anyways, I want to say, since we're wrapping it up here, we should sign out from St. Petersburg, Florida,
St. Pete, why?
because that's where that dead body shit went down.
Oh, I was going to say Deltona, since we talked about Deltona.
Did we already do Deltona?
Did we do
I
Deltona?
think we've already done Deltona.
Oh.
Or did we do Daytona?
We'll do St. Petersburg. That's fine. Sign up.
I'm never sure where we're at.
Last week we were like,
I just wake up and we do the podcast.
Signing off from St. Petersburg. I am Raphael.
I'm Michelangelo.
Zalakno.
We're Ninja Turtles, faggot. Pick one.
I'm Raphael.
Fuck you. I picked it first.
No. I'm the one with the shirt.
I'll be Donatello then. Fine.
Fine.
I like Donatello.
Even Leonardo's better than Donatello.
Shut up, dude.
Leonardo is the Captain America of the Ninja Turtles. Seriously.
Yeah, he is.
Like Raphael is the Batman. He's the fucking kind of darker, a little bit more attitude. And then Michelangelo, he's like, who's Michelangelo like?
Well, if you want to,
Michelangelo is the Human Torch
except they're not
the
Avengers.
he's
slash
the immortal
Spider-Man.
Iron Fist.
slash Spider-Man. And then Leonardo is he's like Hawkeye. He's just
Tony
kinda,
Stark. He's a science guy, wasn't he? Wasn't he the one that did the science stuff?
Yeah, but Tony Stark is more of a sarcastic. Like Michelangelo is more Tony Stark than
Oh, well.
Leonardo. Yeah. Anyways,
Just dash my drink.
this is Raphael, and he is Leonardo.
I'm Leonardo. Da Vinci.
I would have settled with Splinter.
Shred.